apparently have loose lips. And unfortunately, they sink ships, so that's not good for us.
No.
We like our ships.
We do. I like big ships. I like big boats, and I cannot lie. All those light ships I can deny. Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this game of Europa Universalis 4, where I am joined by Midgeman. Hey, Midge.
Hello! I just realised I'm logged into the wrong Twitch account, so I can't actually see chat right now. Give me 2 moments.
Streamer life. It's what happens to us all. Anyway, so we are playing through some Europa Universalis 4. We are currently playing as Bologna because we are trying to do the Spaghetti Western achievement. And part of that is, of course, getting out to the Americas. And we have made a little bit of progress in that we are now in Africa. So it's like the first step. On the way over, we did lose our colony right at the end of the previous session, unfortunately, because we didn't leave a garrison here. We now have a garrison here. So that should be less of a problem going forwards. We were considering going after a piece of Africa, and I still don't necessarily think that's a bad idea, but it's not something we have to do anymore.
Yes, well, I think it is a bad idea, considering how much of Iberia buddies up to it.
Yes,
I want to. Yeah, I don't want to anger Castile as much as possible because they've got Portugal and Aragon. They would destroy us.
Yep, that's what I was going to add. Like, this isn't just an Iberian wedding, Castile Aragon. This is a Castile Aragon and Portugal, and that's kind of scary.
And they've still got the chance of getting Naples because Naples are a Tristamara. It depends on how things go there. With that in mind, I think our next goal in our peacetime here is to get an exploration fleet and see if we can find this so-called new world that Columbus has been raving about.
Oh, that's a very good idea. Because until the end of last session, we were working on building transports, but if we don't need the transports because we're not going to attack Africa anymore, then yes, exploration, let's do it. And while Midge is getting all of that set up, I just have a couple of things I wanted to go over. The first thing is we're currently playing on the 1.31.5.2 open beta, which is available for you to get on Steam as well. If you want details on that, then you should check our forums. I will get you a link when I'm done. Then the other thing is that open beta is going to go public on Thursday. So on Thursday, 1.3.1.5 is going to go out as the release build, and everyone will be able to play it and make use of all of the changes. And there have been a lot of changes being made. I'm just going to go and grab my internal bug tracker because there are some stats I wanted to share with you, because I was kind of blown away when I was checking this yesterday. So, bearing in mind that I have not updated the tracker since the weekend, there are still a couple more outstanding issues that need to go onto it. But the internal tracker is currently tracking 547 bugs since the release of Leviathan. Of those, we have now fixed an absolutely whopping 405. 405 fixes to UE4 since the release of Leviathan. Like, I gotta hand it to Tinto. Tinto has done an absolutely astonishing job, just absolutely blitzing through those and just getting everything back up. There's a pirate daimyo, yes. So the tiny little island that lies between Japan and Korea, called So, starts out as a regular daimyo, but within the first year of the game, you have an event where you can switch to being a pirate. And then you are basically a Pirate Republic daimyo. And it's a really interesting game, because you can't raid Japan. Japan are all allies. And that also means that Korea and Ming can't go after you without going to war with the entirety of Japan. So you can be causing absolute havoc on the coast of Korea and the coast of Ming pretty much freely. The only problem, of course, you have to deal with is the other daimyos and making sure you stay alive. But you're a tiny little island, so long as you have naval superiority, which as a pirate you should have anyway. Oh yeah, Leaf and Cleef. I forgot we were doing the Western people, stars. So as long as you have naval superiority, then yeah, you should be pretty safe. And so, have another question. What is your favourite EU4 mod?
Ooh, now Now that's a tough one. I haven't played. See, EU4 is one of those games that, for Paradox, that I don't often play modded.
Yeah, it's strange.
There's so much content in the like main game that I don't think I've ever even dipped into modded, and I'm on the 1,500 hours now.
Yeah, so EU4 is definitely one for me. Like Hearts of Iron, I basically can't play unless it's modded. But EU4, I actually very, very rarely play modded. But if I do, Anbanar would be my top one.
I still haven't given that a go, but
you really should. It's fantasy EU4, and the way that they've implemented the different races and different factions is really smart. Like an elven army will fight very differently from a dwarven army because of the innate modifiers that each has. So in the same way as like nations have national ideas, races have something similar.
We've had the natives rise.
How's the fight? Let's watch it, see how they do.
Oh,
it's easy.
We'll find this. I put a general over here as well. I'm not losing this place this time. Spare no expense. I refuse. It's your spot. I'm sorry, Oxy, but yeah, be assimilated or die.
We are coming for you.
The morgue, because we're Mordred and Midgeman, so we're the morgue.
I quite like that.
Copywritten and distinctly different from a certain other race of assimilators.
Oh, that would be interesting. Midge and Mordred versus Matt and Oxycoon stream.
Oh, I'd like that.
I'd be down for it.
Yeah, definitely.
We should do the one game that none of us are on, Stellaris.
Oh, I would lose so badly. I can't play Stellaris.
I'm terrible at that game.
I always end up playing like absolute pacifist spiritualist creations. Like my favorite species that I've ever made was a fanatic spiritualist group called the Seekers of Zoom, and they were butterfly people, and they praised Zoom, which was the sun in the sky for them because it was a giant lamp. So it was moths to a so they took to the stars to find more lamps, essentially.
Nice. That's a pretty good backstory, actually. I like that.
Malayan slave.
Base production in Befada, and we gained slave entrepot.
Mm-hmm. We
Trial
now
power.
produce slaves instead of. We don't know.
Nothing. What are the chances of, like, what are the options if you hover over the question mark? Tropical wood, fish, ivory, slaves, grain. I mean, high chance of ivory would be the main win there.
Mm-hmm. So, it would. I mean, as dark as that period of history is, the slave entrepot is actually a really good modifier.
Yeah, it's historical, especially in that region of Africa.
I think we should go for it.
Yeah, I think we probably should. Do you know how many events are in the game? No idea.
In EU4. Oof.
And again, we are not developers. We are freelancers. We are like the community people. We're the liaisons between you guys and the developers.
So yes, we are community ambassadors. I'm the community ambassador for Hearts of Iron 4. Mordred is EU4. Well, no, Hearts of Iron and EU. Just, number 4 is the active brands on those. And we are the people that essentially liaise between community and the development team. So we run other social media accounts. We help with live streams like this. We help come up with some of the community-based events and such, as well as just the all-round Q&A between, hey, do you know when this is coming out? No, but we can check. That kind of thing.
Yeah. And on that type of note, hi there, do you play the latest DLC Leviathan EU4? Heard some rumours about bugs, crash, etc. As a big fan of Paradox for more than 15 years, absorbed nearly every content, but I'm quite unsure about this DLC. So I can say that, yes, EU4 with Leviathan is now working. There are still some outstanding issues, particularly balance. I would say some of the new features need another pass, and the team is looking into doing that, but in terms of bugs and crashes, no, it's perfectly playable, and we are indeed playing on Leviathan right now.
We're actually playing on hot code, aren't we, right now?
Well, I mean, this is the public beta at the moment, so it's not the hottest of hot code because I don't have access to that right now. But this is what is open to everyone, but it's an opt-in. And the full public release of what we're playing right now is on Thursday.
There you have it.
With the 406 changes.
406 changes. That's astonishing.
Being the main custodian of that internal tracker, like as I'm adding them, I'm like thinking I've just added like 3 pages of new reports. The devs are going to take forever to do this, and like a week later, it's like, yeah, we're done. Excellent. Right, here's another page. So please, please, please do keep on reporting any issues that you do come across. And again, the place to do that is the Europa Universalis 4 bug report forum. And please, please, please do use that forum. It's very difficult to maintain and manage bug reports coming in from other places. The forum is 100% the place where you will get eyes on, and you can do those there. So if you find anything, please do put a post on that. If you have a save game of the issue, then please include that as well. And if you have any screenshots which would highlight what the issues are, please take them and also include those in the report too.
Mm-hmm. Lukewarm code. Yeah, I like that. Lukewarm code.
There you go. Hey, Fishy. Community ambassadors are a great part of Paradox with support on the great Twitter account. How do you come up with the tweets? That's more of a Midge question because my Twitter game is not on right now. I'm too busy with the QA stuff.
Okay. So how do we come up? So I was very lucky in the fact that with Hearts of Iron there was already a pretty good existing format that I just then developed on. Basically, it's like what it comes down to is I sit there on Twitter, scrolling either on my phone or on the PC, pretty much all day, every day anyway, or Reddit. I look at those things and go, people are interacting with this. Let's do it ourselves, or along the lines of that. For example, I noticed that people really like the community questions on a Friday that we run on Hoy. If you haven't checked that out, do so. Every Friday we run a 1-day poll where people get to vote. And at the moment we're doing a versus series, so we're pitting various generals and leaders of the period against each other. So last week we did a Winter War special with Mannerheim versus Zhukov, because they're both winter specialists, and it's just little fun things to talk about. But basically it comes down to look at what people like and then talk about it or share things what people like. People really want to be told about the dev diaries when they come out, so we make a good focus on trying to push them at the right time, right as the dev diaries post, things like that. And if you're interested in learning about becoming a community ambassador or working for Paradox full stop, PDX cons, there's always a life Paradox and a panel, and also a are you interested in joining us sort of panel. Really good, and I think actually in one of the PDX cons that I went to physically, there was also a booth for it where you could come and talk to PDX staff about their time at the company and learn more things about that way. And if it's something you're interested in, there's definitely resources there. And also, always check out the Paradox website for job openings. There's quite often all sorts of job openings, and if you want to join the team and you think you've got an interest in a skill set that might be valuable, do check it out. So let's get a poll going, shall we?
Or shall we go through the merits of each, and then we can do the poll?
You do that while I set it up on the other monitor.
Okay, so we have got, I would say probably economic ideas is a good choice if we want to go with an admin idea. So that would give us extra taxes. It would allow us to leverage money better through better loans and inflation. It will decrease the cost of our army, production efficiency, and then, of course, the absolutely magnificent capstone dev cost reduction. Then for deploy ideas, we've got trade, and I would say probably maritime as well. Actually, no, in America, maritime would be less useful. That's probably true for trade, because we'll be in a new world trade zone.
The reason I say trade is it's combination policies with things we already have as well.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll go through the policies in a minute. So trade ideas, trade stuff, trade power, more merchants, trade efficiency, caravan power, trade steering. Maritime is naval tradition from protecting trade, more sailors, repair, just more ships, cheaper ships, better blockading, better privateering, and we can repair in coastal. Then plutocratic is better mercenaries, more morale, unrest reduction, more merchants, more goods produced, more caravans, manpower recovery, institution spread, and Berkha loyalty. So actually their capstone's not as interesting as basically any of the others. So economic policies, going with exploration is tariffs, yeah. Going with... In fact, that would be the only one right now. So trade goes with innovative, which is trade efficiency and interest reduction. Maritime would be
Heavy ship
combat and maneuver. That's more interesting. And then plutocratic would be prestige and advisor costs with innovative, and colonial range and global settler increase with exploration.
I'm going to throw one more on there, which is expansion ideas.
That is a good point, yes, for just the extra colonial power. And actually,
yeah,
expansion exploration is really, really strong. It'll actually be 3 colonists.
Yes, I'm saying 2 extra, yeah.
Merchant, settler increase, center of trade upgrade cost, diplo relations, colonist settler chance, global trade power, and autonomy and territories. And with exploration, that is another 20 global settler, and also the native uprising will go down to minus 100.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I'm actually leaning expansion. If we have the economy to support that.
Whilst we don't right now,
it'll grow.
It will grow the more we colonize. So I'm going to start that poll. It's going to be 3 minutes long. Get voting.
Vote. Back over to you.
Okay. Can also invest in an idea, which we're ahead of time, so I will do that. Let's grab Viceroys.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Raining like crazy in the UK now. Yeah, I was outside for like 10 minutes, then started raining. I was like, nope.
I've already got
I'm done.
Who'd you get that from?
Me. I'll take it, don't worry.
A food cart with pictures.
I've now got two. I've got 2 cups of tea.
That's being prepared. I'll drink to that.
Oh dear. So, do I want a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy cup of tea, or do I want a Syndicalist mega mug?
Exploration offensive for the Chad, 50% privateer efficiency. Oh yeah. Or espionage for privateer efficiency and blockading too.
I haven't taken offensive ideas in a long time.
Really? Offensive is like one of my first picks.
Well, I rarely pick a military idea first.
I mean, of the military ideas, it's usually my first choice, unless I'm plutocratic.
Yeah, I've been... Ooh, hello.
I like having good generals, and I like having siege ability. Siege ability in particular is amazing. And then if you're Dutch on top of the siege ability, sieges basically just happen instantly. It's really nice.
Hey, Milan, you fancy giving me some money?
Okay, the poll is in, and we have a victor. In last place, we have Maritime with 2% of the vote. In 4th place, we have got Trade with 3%. And then there was a bit of a battle of the behemoths, with Economic coming in 3rd with 27%, then Plutocratic with 33%, being just edged out by Expansion with 35%. So Expansion it is.
Okay.
And Andreas Worm contributed 3,200 channel points, being the one with the highest contribution. Thank you very much for that.
That gets us the Grassa, our goods produced. Beautiful.
23 minutes it took. From the first alert that there was a fire to evacuation.
Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, Spain took Helena.
Yeah.
I mean, we can still go down to like South Africa, so I don't think it's the end of the world. And we should be able to reach from where we are.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to make sure we have it explored. So yeah, good call on doing that. I imagine we'll probably go to Brazil or Caribbean. Caribbean, probably.
Well, we need to get into Texas. That's our goal.
Well, if we
And
go
then
from
move
Caribbean
out
to
there.
Texas, it's a short jump.
Yep.
And controlling the
Horizons.
Caribbean would mean we control the trade there too.
Absolutely.
Hoping to not be that town this year, given how many fires were here in the west coast of the US in the last few years. Yeah, like having family in California, they've been just hounded by that. Actually, most of them have moved to Idaho now, but still.
Most of my family are East Coast in the US. We get our first glimpse of the tribals over here. English Canada.
Oh, interesting.
In you.
Where's
The
Micmac?
Cherokee.
Hey, Micmac's still alive. Excellent. Nova Scotia, next to Maliseet.
Oh, I see them, yeah.
That's who I was playing as in my Native America test game. They're fun. Micmac have the largest territorial control of northeast US. Milan is wanting us in a conquest against Switzerland. Defensive war. So we have to.
Yeah, I think we have to. We're kind of under our force limit right now, so I'm gonna... I'm gonna move to the border and probably build up behind with just some Condota. Or actually, can we just get a...
I'd say it's too expensive. Standing army is better. Get up to, say, 14, just infantry.
Go to 15. One in each province. And it's a war, so over to you.
Oh, yeah. Fighting time!
You have to play!
Let's go speed 3 while we were at war. Because I was seriously considering just attaching to Milan, basically. Where are you off to? You're trying to take Mantua.
Taking out our Ferrari's army. Wow.
Go.
Switzerland have a really scary stack sieging there.
Well, Mantua don't have a stack anymore.
That's very useful.
Here comes
Mines
Mainz.
is going for our 1k. Okay,
That's
they
right,
broke off.
back off.
K stack in a rezo.
That's what I wanted to see. Ah, fine. What's our maneuver? Clint's got a 3. They've got a 0. No river crossing. Works for me. Oh,
Unless they get out of there, but that's actually even better for us because they're on R4.
yeah, it's
Move
grassland. There's no difference.
Oh,
Main reason I put a fort there is just because it's the capital and it blocks people going further south.
no longer the capital.
Oh yeah, Lucca is. We should probably build one in Lucca if we have the money for it.
Maybe after this war, we might get some in war. Why can't I think of the word? my brain is just melt.
Just farmland. They do have a better general than we do.
Mhm.
Do we have any debts? No.
No, I've paid off our debts.
Because I think I am going to go up to the 16. We have the spare manpower for it.
Grab that 1k from Arezzo that's been stood there for a while.
Oh, yeah. $17,000 now. We just need to pick our fights very carefully.
They're going to our capital.
grassland. Let's see if we can do a bit of a cut-off here. They split. That's what I was hoping to see. Mantua, grassland. Your maneuver is 3. Ours is 3. Yours is 2. Mantua's in the war, so they'll always be defending. Oh, let's go down here. Seeing as Switzerland so kindly split their forces for us.
Yes, and they'll have a negative penalty down here because they've got mainly Cav in this army.
Oh no, Milan's stack wiped. Curses.
Really?
Yeah.
That's some economy right there. Right before we took a loan. Also, I think we've got church power enough. Maybe we want to grab a military church power if we've got room.
That is a good idea. We could drop prestige now that we're positive.
Yep. I'd agree. Grab ourselves the discipline. You've gone past it.
I would say it's because I was looking at the other options, but no, I literally just went past it. Exploration ideas. We could finish exploration off.
Yeah, I would. We're not going to use Diplo points for anything else right now.
Oh, and the next one's actually going to be La Rosa, which is going to give us more prestige anyway.
Yep.
Okay, so sending the Navy off to go and pick up the 4,000 troops. I'm guessing we're okay keeping production on hold for a bit. Colonial production on hold.
Absolutely.
Are you glad we picked the expansion idea? I mean, we're at war, so no. I actually managed to keep ourselves out of debt as well, which I was not sure we'd be able to do.
That was because the colony finished.
True.
Freed up the colonists. That's such a good leader they've got there.
Yep.
Can we get a leader from our estates?
So that's still a thing?
I think there is one that does it.
I didn't think so. No, that hasn't been a thing for a while. Not since this estate system.
Oh, there is one. It's just for Cossacks, I think.
Ah. Okay, so if we recruited a new one, it would be between 3 and 9 pips. Our current guy has 7, 8, so he's about as good as it's going to get. Unfortunately, Switzerland has a lot of military buffs.
Mm-hmm.
War enemies, allies. That's not the page I wanted. That is. Whoops. We have got 42 professionalism. Switzerland only has 20, so that's one thing that I was a little concerned about, is they may have more professionalism. We have less morale, but more discipline. And they have a bit more tradition. Yeah, it's so annoying that Switzerland lost their army there.
You mean Milan?
Yes. I wish that Switzerland lost their army.
Yeah. Well, especially as they've also got an 11k stack of, I think, the Protestant zealots. It might be a case of we just now defend our lands as much as possible. And
I mean, we have to get a colonist going, even if it means debt now.
I would. I think we revealed some of the East Coast. Are we in range of like Florida, maybe?
Map mode I can never find. I feel like it should be here, but it's not.
Which map mode is it on?
Colonial.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
5 dev, 3, 3. 5 with basically no natives here either.
Yep.
Alright, colonist has been dispatched. What are the English doing over here? Who are you fighting, Venice? Austria, Hungary, Ingolstadt, Augsburg, Florence, Landshut, Munich, Trent, England, and Ulster.
So Venice has had its comeuppance finally, is what that sentence is.
Yeah, pretty much. So right now, I'm just hoping that our forts here do enough damage to the Swiss that we can see them off, or that Milan just pieces out. Except they pieced
No,
out
that's
Trent.
Trent.
Mercantilism lost or Burghers. I mean, our Burghers are pretty happy at the moment, so I'll probably just do that. I don't want to lose 3 Mercantilism. Not worth it. You stop bringing in reinforcements.
Especially expensive, tasty cavalry.
Yes, exactly.
Siege Parma, so they've got less war score against us.
One lone down. Are we going to colonize this game?
Yes.
Yes. We kind of have to. Oh. Stop it. Where'd you go?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't want to go to Mantua, actually.
This is where we want Saluzzo, our ally, to somehow attack the Swiss, but I think they're allied. Who are they coming in? Is that silly?
Yep.
Didn't even know they
Somehow.
were in this war.
Yeah, I'm a little worried that these guys are going to emerge and attack us. Oh, drat. We got -2 there. That sucks. Still crushed them simply because of numbers, but yeah. They have a 0 maneuver. How did we get the river crossing? Oh, because it took Ferrara's general.
Ferrara's general.
Ah! Why, though? He's way worse than ours.
Are they a tech above us militarily?
10 to... Ah, mouse. Come on, there we go. 10, no.
Okay, then I don't know.
I think a lot of mercantilism points at the moment, which I'm quite enjoying.
It's just good business.
Hmm. Stop following me. Let me fight this myself. Okay, start following me again. Ah! Taking their armies apart, but there's just so many of them. Oh, come on!
Can we peace out? Separate peace?
Except I'm the defender now, so they're on the -2. We're low on morale is the only problem.
Mm-hmm.
We might lose our army here. Just because I'll have nowhere to run.
Can you queue up a peace? No, we don't have a diplomat.
I doubt that Switzerland will offer a white peace, but we can try. Yeah, no. Not even close.
This is painful.
Yeah. I tried.
Oh dear. Well, they can't take anything from us
Mm-mm.
unless they take that much of
Blue
Milan.
draperies. Wool goes up. And cloth. I'm actually astonished that Milan hasn't already pieced out. Like, what are they expecting to have happen here?
Well, do you know what I think it is? I think it's because Genoa's a fort and the AI hasn't sieged it.
Ah, yes. Well, we may as well make this as difficult for them as possible. And then go to speed 4. See what happens.
Oops, we all died.
Rain goes down, livestock goes up.
I'll take over now. This is not really a war, so
More mercantilism.
yeah, we don't need the
Yay.
Diplo points. We finished our Diplo. If we were still running a Diplo idea, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's go.
Really?
Watch
Against
them
mercantilism? Which usually costs like 200 military?
That's true. It depends what I'm doing or where I am. Do you know what will be really painful here, though, is if they break our vassalization.
Which is why we just need to not accept any peace offers they may send us.
Yeah. I've lost the ability to click again.
Really?
There we go.
Don't know why that keeps happening. Man, they have so many troops around us. We were just so horribly outnumbered in this.
Oh, God. And again? Really?
So they've got like 40,000 men there. Just under.
Yeah. A lot of cavalry.
Hmm.
A lot of cavalry.
The AI do seem to be favouring cavalry quite heavily at the moment. I guess because it's still early game and cavalry are still good.
We have an exploration to do. Might as well do that while I'm here. Let's go see the Caribbean.
Let's do it. Well, they've taken Genoa now. Florence is claiming our stuff, so I'm expecting Florence to go after us as soon as Milan's done.
That was actually us getting a claim on Florence. Oh, no, they are claiming our stuff as well.
Yeah.
We are still protected by Milan, though. So,
Naples.
yes, not Milan. Milan are dead right now.
Yes, I'm not sure that there is very much that Milan could do for us.
Parliamentarianism or presidential system?
What do they do?
You hover over them because I've lost the ability to. I think it
Institutional
just,
embracement or parliament?
I think it prioritizes one person's mouse over another's.
Possibly, but I didn't even have my hand on my mouse, so it's not like I was trying to move it around. I'm actually kind of leaning toward presidential.
I mean, we are going to be America
That's true.
or Texas.
Let's crown our president.
They're going to try and 100% this war.
Yeah, but again, they should only be able to take things from Milan because we're not co-belligerent. They might try to, but they shouldn't be able to. St. Vincent troopers, our expedition encountered hostile natives from St. Vincent who forced them to flee the province. A few of the crew had disembarked in the French water and returning on the ship. When 5 native canoes came with armed men, crew turned the boat around, raced back to the boat with the canoes just behind.
Lose money, they lose an but they lose an aggressiveness, or prestige, gain an aggressiveness.
I'd say probably gain.
I'll take the prestige.
Yeah.
I have a question for you in terms of the most recent fixes and subtle reworks that have happened since Leviathan, what's been your favorite so far? Like, what rework has made you go, I'm so glad this is being made as a change?
There have been so many, it's kind of hard to think of one in particular. Slowing down the Native American government reforms is probably the biggest one for me. Because it was getting to the kind of ridiculous... Aha! They pieced out. Full annexation. Gave court to Genoa, Bologna will cede Arezzo to Florence. So we lost one province.
We lost a big province as well, unfortunately.
Oh well, we'll just have to take it back again. Need to build up our army. In fact, we should build up the army quickly before Florence actually goes after us.
Yeah. Condotta.
So we can afford.
Yep.
But yes, the problem that we were having with the natives is that they would be reforming and basically westernizing before the Europeans even arrived, which was a little bit silly. So that has been slowed down. So it should no longer happen.
After that, it's only right.
Yeah, I was going to say, entirely legitimate.
Right, Caribbean Sea hath been explored.
That's looking very Portuguese. That's a pretty good rule, but what's the... One of those is terrible.
Which will be the... Oh, what is the relative? 3, 4, 5.
That's 9, 10, 11, 12 points is good. Basically anything above 9.
I've lost the ability of the mouse again. There we go. 544, however, in considering we're doing an admin idea, I would be willing to pay the absurd amount to secure them.
Yeah, the only problem is it is ludicrously expensive to do that. And actually, he's going to get 1 extra point, so he might well become a 644.
Yeah.
It's 1 in 3 chance.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Personally.
How far through the admin ideas are we?
We just
we're
started
almost
it.
done. Oh, you're right. We have a second one. Yeah, okay. I agree. Girolamo it is.
Guillermo de Berardi. Berardi is a famous last name. We're the Berardi family.
Awfully close to the knights' surnames there, though, Bacardi.
Oh, okay, no, that was good. That was very good. And let's also finish off innovative ideas.
Yep.
Right this second. Boom. We can get a policy.
Global trade power and settler chance. Hey, that's good.
Absolutely.
More better colonization.
More better colonization. We apparently have loose lips. And unfortunately, they sink ships, so that's not good for us.
No.
We like our ships.
We do.
We never got the army from over here.
I never had a chance.
Well, that's
Took the
kind
Navy
of okay.
too long to arrive.
I mean, our
fact,
strength...
I was going to say we should send that army to the New World, just to make sure. Though we probably don't need as many.
Word. No, I'm going to split this off. And I'm going to... Do I hunt for the 7 cities with a cavalry with these two?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I like big boats and I cannot lie.
The Holy Father cannot deny. Oh, we should have said that for the... That should have been in the night streams.
Yeah.
Let's do some more exploration. 75 a year. That's fantastic.
I like big ships. I like big boats and I cannot lie. All those light ships I can deny.
No, but light ships are good.
Yeah, but they're not heavies. They're not big.
True. Okay.
All right, all those transports I can't deny. Doesn't quite go quite as well. Anyway, unfortunately, it is coming on to past, so we should be drawing this one to a close so we can do the preparation time for Hearts of Iron, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, we're continuing the Yugoslavia game in Heuvel, so stick around to see myself and Mordred continue on just in a different game. Still dominating over the ocean as always, and with the added taste of the sky. But Mordred, do you want to close us off as this is your segment?
Oh, go on then. So thank you everyone for watching. Really do hope you've enjoyed this. Come back and join us again next week for some more Europa Universalis 4, same time as this is the new summer schedule. And don't forget, Thursday will be the release of the public release of the 1.3 1.5 patch. So you can all enjoy Leviathan in the current state that we're enjoying it in, because it is really quite significantly better and a heck of a lot more stable. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next week, or in 15 minutes.
See you very
If you
soon,
stick
guys.
around. Bye.